This week on Eastbound and Down, Blue and I ring in the new year at Hopkins Prairie. We reflect on the past year and we anticipate on the new one. This week on Eastbound and Down. As another day dawns, I find myself waking up under this enchanting and most magical canopy out in the prairie lands of Hopkins Prairie in the Ocala National Forest. Sometimes I just look at it and it's so peaceful, and sometimes I say that, did this look like this 100 years ago? Did the Seminole Indians 200, 300 years ago, did they experience the same type of oak hammocks back then? I can sit out here for hours just looking over the prairie. I find myself getting really lost in thought and just thinking about where I've been, how far I've come. 2022 was not the best year for me. I mean, with a tremendous leg injury and coming back from that to trying to just live a regular life, not being able to drive for 3 months, work, barely being able to get up on the lawnmowers all day. I really felt like, this is not good. But I pushed and I persevered, and I just said, I'm gonna get on the road because there's too much of this beauty to see that I gotta get out there. So I pushed myself, and with the help of some great family and friends, I got myself back up and dusted myself off and said, you know what? It might be a little slower, but we're still going to get out there and we're going to see this stuff. So I wish for the best health and the best new year for all of my friends and family. So if you're ever down in Central Florida and you're looking for some primitive campsites, this trip of 2022, 2023 is my favorite. It's Hopkins Prairie. It's a primitive site, $12 a night, but man, for what you get, for what you don't get in services and stuff like that, you really make up for in the beauty of the Florida area. You're surrounded by a prairie, the wildlife. I mean, it's crazy. At nighttime, the owls that come out and talk to each other. There's black bears. There was just one in the camp the other night, getting into somebody's water, I guess, and a couple of gunshots in the air to scare them off. But it's just an absolutely beautiful spot. It's out here in a hammock, a hammock of oak trees and moss. Huge campsite. I mean, huge. You can see Blue sitting way over there in the distance. And not a lot of people here during the week. Pretty quiet, which is nice if you like the privacy. But I mean, just a little walk outside the back of my camp and you're right here on the prairie. And it is just amazing wildlife around here. Like I said, what you don't get in services as far as a campground goes, you thoroughly make up with the wildlife. And way off in the distance, I don't know if this camera will zoom in, That's a bat house, which houses 10,000 bats. And it's crazy at nighttime to see them all come out of that thing. Just a beautiful spot. So Hopkins Prairie, right off of State Road 19 in the Ocala Forest. Beautiful spot.